What's up, everybody? Justin here with my Impact Wrestling 2019 Bound for Glory review. Here we go. The show just ended like 10 minutes ago. And I'm very tired. I've been up since 5 a.m. So, up first, Stupid Fight TV, what I paid for it on, decided to fuck up. And they said they couldn't, or they were having trouble with the connection because of their Wi-Fi or some crap, or the arena's Wi-Fi. I didn't get it. I didn't care to understand it. I was pissed. I missed a lot of the first match. A lot of it. I only know the winner. I only saw who won it at the very end. I saw a few people because the feed, the stream from Fight TV started coming back a little. So I saw a couple of the entrants, but not all of them. So up first was the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match in Fight TV. Next, big wrestling pay-per-view you better not fuck up again if I ever decide to order on your streaming service or whatever the fuck it is, website. So I will say one thing about WWE Network that is never fucked up. For me, as bad as Fight TV does. Also, I'm trying to think. On the WWE Network, the 5, 6 years, I think it's been around 5 years, or 6. But the entire time I've had it, and I've watched all the pay-per-views and takeovers, it has never, just stopped working for, an entire match. It's never happened to me. So, my point is WWE Network, they probably got a lot more money put into the technologies better that is with or the technology that makes WWE Network run, I'm sure, is 1,000 million times better than Fight TV's streaming. That's just my guess and my opinion. So Fight TV, fix your fucking stream and your service. People are paying you. You motherfuckers. And it wasn't just me. I heard from a lot of people on Twitter. I heard from a lot of people that Fight TV messed up. So Call Your Shot Gauntlet match. I think it was Battle Royal or by pinfall or over the top. I didn't see much of the match, so I don't know. I forget who's out number 1. But whatever. Eddie Edwards was in it. Jordan Grace. Sabu was in it. Sabu tried to do that dive off the chair into the corner. It looked sloppy as hell. He couldn't even get up all the way. He just jumped. Maybe he slipped. I don't know. Maybe it was a botch. But Sabu jumped off the chair and just hit a forearm. And barely got off his feet, off the chair. It was kind of sad to watch. Sabu, you're probably really broken down, your body. I don't know if you're in pain every day. I don't really care. If you are, you decide to put yourself in pain by doing all those goddamn crazy bumps you took. You thought you had to be the craziest wrestler because that was your gimmick. Well, you were stupid if you're in pain. So Sabu, to me, he moves. He's slower than, in my opinion, I think he's slower than The Undertaker and Goldberg. And probably even slower than Hogan if Hogan had to have a match. My point is, Sabu, I'm not in your shoes, I'm not in your boots, but you should probably call it a career. You had a good career, you've wrestled over 30 years. Probably longer. Probably debuted in I don't know, 87 or before then. So Sabu, Eddie Edwards, Jordan Grace was in it, Joey Ryan. I'm not a fan of his gimmick, but Joey Ryan was in it. That's stupid. The lollipop crap he puts in his tights, that's stupid. To me, it's not entertaining. It's a dumb gimmick. His gimmick is basically he's a creep and a pervert. And it's dumb. It's not funny. I got nothing against Joey Ryan. I just am not a fan of the gimmick. The guy, I guess, can work. I really don't watch his matches. I haven't in years. I remember he was a part of Impact Wrestling when they had that. God, I forgot the name of the contest he was in. But whatever. Joey Ryan was in it and he was cut. Al Snow was in the ring. I think Taz too. Or after a match, rookies or up-and-coming talent would have a match, and Al Snow and Taz, I think, were judging the talent, saying, you're going to stay here, and next week you're going to get a match on Impact. You have potential. Well, Al Snow, I think, told Joey Ryan, you're cut. You don't have the goods. Get out of here. You're not going to make it or something. So, anyways, Joey Ryan has probably held that against Al Snow forever and probably still mad at him. But Al Snow, the guy who's a great worker, had a lot better career than you will ever have, Joey Ryan. A lot better. So, who else was in this? Havoc, Rosemary, Johnny Swinger. Yes, Johnny fucking Swinger, the guy that used to be in WCW in 98 and ECW, and he was in TNA at one point. I think it was Swinger, Simon Diamond, and I think Johnny Swinger and somebody were the NWA Tag Team Champions in TNA at one point. Thinking all three or all four. Who else? Kylie Rae. Kylie Rae. The woman that was, I believe, the first ever signee. Or the first woman or the second woman that was ever signed by AEW. Well, that didn't work out. She didn't want to be there. I don't know why. I don't care why. I don't know what the hell the rumors are. I'll never know. Unless she does a shoot interview and tells somebody why she didn't want to be in AEW, for what reason. She may never want to tell anybody. I guessed, but I don't know, I guessed. Maybe she had an abortion. I don't know. If she did, that's her goddamn choice, and she's allowed to have one because I'm pro-choice. And maybe she had one. Maybe she didn't. I don't know. I'm not saying she did. I'm just saying if she did, good. There's too many goddamn kids in the world anyways. The United States is over fucking populated as it is, in my opinion. In my opinion, a lot of kids should be aborted. Just saying, because their parents should not be fucking parents. So, yeah. Kylie Rae worked one AEW match. She shows up Impact Wrestling. Maybe she only wanted to be at Bound for Glory. I think they said they signed her, or just to show up at Bound for Glory. I don't know. I don't think she wants to be a part of a big company full time. I don't. I think she's more comfortable on a whole bunch of indies. Again, I don't know why she didn't want to be with AEW. She asked for her release. And all Tony Khan said was he talked to her about it. And she's, nothing was wrong with her. She's fine. She just asked for a release. And I gave it to her. So Kylie Rae comes out. I missed what she did. Maybe I can go on a wrestling site and see the highlights of what she did in the match, because I'd like to see it. Kylie Rae, very good worker. Very good women's wrestler. Who else was in this? What the hell is that guy's name? Cody Deaner or something. The guy was in Impact TNA a long time ago. So anyways, Tommy Dreamer, the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer was in this. Your winner, Call Your Shot, gauntlet match, Eddie Edwards. Up next. What was next? The Knockouts title match was up next. This was kind of weird. Why'd they put it on second? Should have been later. And I thought it felt kind of rushed. Like they went overtime in the Call Your Shot gauntlet match. Maybe they went overtime, so the women's Knockouts title match maybe had to be cut down. I felt like it was rushed. It was still a good match. Taya Valkyrie is fucking great. I'm a big fan of her, big supporter of her. I will always support her wherever she wrestles. Also, Tenille Dashwood. I love her. Loved her on the indies. Loved her in Shimmer. Loved her in WWE. Loved her in NXT. Loved her in ROH. Now she's a part of Impact. Tenille Dashwood, I predicted, would win. Taya Valkyrie wins and retains. Someone I was talking to told me Taya's going to lose because she's going to AEW. That didn't happen, so no, she's not. You're wrong. So Taya Valkyrie wins, still your Knockouts champion. I am fine with it. I'm a big fan of her. Tenille hopefully gets a Knockouts title reign because she deserves it. She's fucking awesome. She's a great wrestler. And my God, she's drop dead gorgeous. Taya Valkyrie also. Great wrestler. And she's also very attractive. So up next we had... I didn't do good on my predictions. I had a losing record. Up next we had the Impact Tag Team Titles Triple Threat match. The North defending against Team Extreme, ECW Originals, Rob Van Dam and Rhino, and Rich Swann and Willie Mack. Really good triple threat. I enjoyed it. A lot of good action. A lot of good tag team work. At one point, Willie Mack hit a really nice 5-star frog splash. Got up really high. It was awesome. RVD was staring at it like he was kind of pissed, but I don't know if he really was. I doubt it. But towards the end of the match, this was weird. I still don't get why he did it. RVD attacks Rhino, his own partner. He beat him up. I guess he's still hot at him for breaking his leg in ECW almost 20 years ago, in the year 2000. Or, I'm trying to think, maybe it was at the end of No, it wasn't the end of 99. It had to be right after Guilty as Charged 2000. RVD got his leg broken in a match with Rhino. I don't think Rhino caused it. I think it was an accident, but whatever, I guess. Maybe they're going to go with this. Maybe RVD on Impact, if he's still going to be on it, Impact TV, maybe he'll say to Rhino, you broke my leg. I did not forget that. And I guess RVD got some revenge on Rhino tonight from a 2000 injury. That's all I could think of. I even tweeted it. I was like, RVD, it was 20 years ago. You should probably get over it and forgive him. So the North wins and are still tag team champions. So far, Taya Valkyrie retains, and the North retain the tag titles up next. What was next? I got a ton of writing scattered next to each other. I'm trying to find what was up next. Was it that couldn't be next? Well, yeah, up next was Michael Elgin. That's what I think of you. Michael Elgin against Mira Fuji. Mira Fuji, or Mara Fuji, or Mira. Anyways, the guy, I believe, wrestles for Pro Wrestling Noah. Or not 01. I think Pro Wrestling Noah. He was in New Japan before. Mira Fuji. Or Mara Fuji was in New Japan before. He's a former junior heavyweight champion. Not heavy, I don't know what the hell they call it anymore, but the junior title. So these guys had history. Pretty damn good match. Really hard hitting. A lot of kicks to the face. A lot of knees to the face. Mira Fuji, if I'm saying his name wrong, I apologize. That guy took a lot of punishment, but that guy, for being 40 years old, he can still fucking go. And he's still in his damn prime. Really good match. Sadly, Michael Elgin wins. I actually predicted Elgin would win. I wish I would have been wrong. Up next. Now we get to the intergender ladder match for the X Division Championship. Jake Crisp, OVE, and the champion defending against Tessa Blanchard. Doggo. I think it's Doggo. Or whatever the hell the guy's name was. Good athlete, good talent. I just forget his name. I forget how it is said or pronounced. Drago, not Drago. Maybe it is Drago. Who the hell knows? Ace Austin and the fifth man, Ace Romero. AC baby, big super heavyweight. Ace Romero is in this. And my God, he took two very sick, insane bumps. One, he went through the second rope and just took a back bump on top of a ladder. And then towards the end, holy fuck, Ace Romero got pushed off the ladder by Tessa in the ring. Somehow the ladder didn't break. Because Ace Romero is a big fucking dude. He's a super heavyweight. It's got to be at least 320 to 350. Maybe 400, I don't know. Takes a bump. His boot, like one of his legs or one of his boots, I believe, hit the top rope. He's lucky he didn't like fall a different way and get really injured or fall on his head. So he goes over the top rope and his foot clips the top rope, and he magically somehow he took a back bump and turned his body. Took a back bump through the table, exploded the table in a lot of pieces. And my God, that was a sick bump. I've never seen a super heavyweight go off a ladder, over a top rope, through a table. That was awesome. To the floor. Tessa was so goddamn close. Tessa Blanchard was so fucking close. I wish she would have won. She deserved to win. But Tessa Blanchard came very close. Ace Austin, jerk off, comes up, climbs the ladder. Tessa's on the other side, hits her in the head with a fucking, I don't know what you call it, a bully club, not a nightstick, one of those skinny nightsticks that you can like flip like this and it comes out. So anyways, he hits Tess in the damn head with it. She falls to the mat. She's out, and Ace Austin wins, is your new X Division champion. I wanted Tessa to win. And I predicted Tessa would win. So there's another wrong prediction up next. We had Ken Shamrock return to Impact Wrestling. Well, he was in TNA in 2002 and has not appeared since 2002. And yes, TNA, they're called Impact, but TNA is still was Impact, just under different management. Thank God Dixie's gone. That's all. I'm going to keep saying that. Because Impact is a lot better off without Dixie there. Because they actually have someone running the company and running the shows. And well, Dixie, I don't believe, was running anything except giving money to it. But at least Impact now has people that are running it and a company behind it that cares and knows what the fuck they're doing. I don't know if they're still losing a ton of money. Hopefully not. Hopefully they're making, I don't know, hopefully they're making some profit on their streaming service or some kind of profit. I hope they are. Because they deserve it. Anthem has probably put a lot of money into it. Lost a lot already. But hopefully they'll start getting some money back with their new deal with Axios TV. Because they bought into them. So maybe now Axios and Anthem can like take advertising and commercials for Impact and actually get paid some money. So Ken Shamrock returns. The guy looked great. Great shape. He was fucking jacked. He was ripped. He's 55 years old. He didn't look it to me. He might look it up here, but so what? The guy's body was ripped. He could beat the fuck out of me. And I'm 19 years younger than Ken Shamrock. Yeah, wait. It's 55, yeah. I'm 19 years younger than Ken Shamrock. He could beat the fuck out of me, and he could probably beat the fuck out of a 18, 20, 30-year-old also. So Ken Shamrock against Moose. This was a good match. Shamrock did a dive over the top rope, that was pretty insane. Did a Hurricanrana on Moose. Shamrock looked good. He locked in the ankle lock twice. At one point, the referee got knocked down and Moose hit a low blow on Ken. Anyways, Moose wins. Good for Moose that Shamrock put him over, but I wanted Shamrock to win. Why? I know it's not the right booking decision, but because I like seeing old guys. Nostalgia, that's why. I grew up watching the Attitude Era. As a teenager, I was a big fan of Ken Shamrock. I was a big fan of Ken Shamrock in the UFC. The guy is a mixed martial arts legend, and the guy's a pro wrestling legend. So Moose wins. If I was the booker, I would have still wanted to put over Shamrock, sadly. But I like Moose. The guy's very good. Up next, we had the main event. By the way, no six-man tag. That was supposed to be Desmond, Xavier, and the Rascals against 3 other guys. That did not happen. Maybe they were all in the gauntlet match. I don't know. I didn't see the gauntlet. So now the main event. For the Impact World Championship, Brian Cage, the fucking machine. The Wolverine, because the guy looks like Wolverine. Brian Cage defending against Sammy Scumbag Callahan. The match starts just right away. First off, it's no disqualification. So anything goes. And Brian Cage brings in a Wolverine claw from his gear. It looked legit to me, but maybe on one of the claws, I think there were 3 claws. And on one of the claws, there could have been a little razor blade stuck in there. And anyways, Cage puts it on Callahan's forehead. The 3 claws, the Wolverine claws, and just goes, that was sick. That was insane. But it was awesome. I loved it. So then right away, after he did that with the claw, blood just starts pouring down Sammy's face. Looked like he was cut pretty damn bad, but the blood went away from him sweating. It wasn't an Eddie Guerrero cut from Judgment Day 2004. It was not that bad. I don't think I've ever seen a wrestler bleed as bad as Eddie did at Judgment Day 2004. That was fucking insane. So, Sammy's bleeding. Then Sammy gets some payback from getting cut with the claw. Sammy picks up a chair and just really hard chair shot to the hopefully healed back. I know his back was injured. He had a pretty bad back injury. I don't know if he had back spasms or what, but Brian Cage did not wrestle for like 2 to 3 to 4 months because of his back injury is healing. So, anyways, I don't know if he had like back spasms or something, but when I was in high school, I had neck spasms, and my God, it was like shooting pain into my neck. It was insane. And it happened when I was in a swimming class. I was actually in the pool. And it happened, and I was doing a test, a swimming test. I had to pass. So I just, I took a board, one of those like boogie boards, and I put it behind my neck, and I just started swimming on my back, kicking my legs, and I actually passed the test while I had neck spasms in the pool. It was painful as hell. It was hard to get out of the pool. I had to leave school that day, and someone had to come pick me up from my family. So anyways, hopefully Brian Cage doesn't have any more back issues, but then Sammy does another, the stupid crowd sound like they were saying, hit him harder, and chanting, hit him harder. So Sammy cracks Cage again in the back, really hard chair shot, really hard. But again, Cage has a pretty giant back, and the guy's ripped in his back. It was like muscles popping out of his back. So hopefully it didn't hurt him. But the crowd, I felt this crowd in Chicago, the same arena that held ECW Anarchy Rules 99, 20 years ago. It was actually 20 years ago in September when they held it last month. 20 years ago, Anarchy Rules 99. Very good pay-per-view, very hot crowd. This crowd tonight in Chicago for Bound for Glory 2019 was not a hot crowd. It was a weak-ass crowd. Now, at some moments, they got loud and cheered a lot. But a lot of moments, they were dead. Like, they didn't care to be there. Oh, yeah, let me guess. Are you sad and upset because your Bears dropped the ball again and lost another game? This time at home to the Saints. Is that why you're sad? Chicago, too fucking bad. Too bad, so sad. Go sit, cry in the corner. Because you're 3-3. And you're not going to win the NFC North. I guarantee that. You won't. And your quarterback is not any good, in my opinion. He's definitely no Aaron Rodgers. He's not even Teddy Bridgewater, and that guy's a backup. So, enough about the lonely, pathetic Chicago Bears. Back to the main event. They bring in a guardrail. And Sammy sets up a guardrail outside the ring, puts it on chairs, and power drives. A power driver through the steel guardrail. It breaks in half almost. And then Sammy just picks up the guardrail, slams it on Brian Cage on the floor like twice. Picked it up, threw it on him. And then back into the ring, the guardrail set up in the corner by Brian Cage. But Sammy picks up Cage, power bombs him on the guardrail. And then, after that, I think Sammy then got tacks, poured out thumbtacks, and slammed or power drove. It was a power driver to Cage on the thumbtacks. A 1 count. Brian Cage kicks out. He's fucking pissed. Picks up Sammy, slams him on the thumbtacks, picks him up again for the drill claw. Drill claw to Sammy. 1, 2, 3. Brian Cage wins and retains. Brian Cage, still your Impact World Champion. I like it. I like Brian Cage. I don't know what the guy's on, because he's fucking jacked and might be juiced out of his skull. I don't know if he's juicing a ton. I don't know if he's on HGH, human growth hormone. I don't know. I don't care. It's not my business. It's his life, his career. If I don't even think if wrestlers want to do roids or HGH, I don't even think they should be suspended. Who gives a rat's ass? Who cares? It's not like heavy. Is it good to abuse steroids? Of course not. Look at what happened to the Ultimate Warrior. That guy abused them. I'm not sorry for saying this. I think he definitely abused roids in the late 80s. Probably the whole decade of the 80s. And that's probably why the guy died. 59 years old. Sadly, that's too young. But probably died young because he did all those goddamn roids for like 20 years at least. So I don't want wrestlers to abuse steroids, but if they're on them, I don't care. Big deal. It's not like they're doing heroin or meth or cocaine. If they want to do a little bit of roids, a little bit of human growth hormone, it's not going to hurt them. Wrestlers have probably done it for over 30, 40 years already. So, I'm not, all wrestlers don't do roids. I know that. But a lot, probably 70%, maybe 60, 50% probably are on human growth hormone or something. I don't know the numbers. That's a guess. Maybe 50%. So I hope you enjoyed my Impact Wrestling Bound for Glory 2019 review. My predictions, if I could add them up real fast. It's a loss. Loss. 2 victories only? Good God. 2 out of 7 matches? I didn't predict the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match because I didn't know who the hell was all in it, so I didn't predict it. So, yeah, 2 out of 7 matches, or 2 out of 6, I predicted right. So, 2 for 6. That is not good. Final grade for Bound for Glory 2019, my final grade would be, I'll give it a B. A B. Would have been a B plus, but I felt the main event was rushed, and the Knockouts title I felt was rushed. And it should have been a little longer, those 2 matches. So, Bound for Glory 2019 gets a B grade from me. What's your grade for it? Also, I'd appreciate it if you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye for now, everybody.